Spatchcock chicken is fun to make as it is to say. Next on Urban Kitchen Revolution. Hi, and welcome back to Urban Kitchen Revolution. I'm Chef James Hudson. Today, we are going to start diving into the beginnings of some protein cookery, finally on this show. And I thought we would start off with one of my favorite ways to actually roast a chicken that I do constantly for several reasons that we'll get into, is Spatchcock chicken. So, what is Spatchcock chicken? It is basically a butchering technique and cooking technique all in one that allow for you to kind of cook the chicken in a nice, even manner and a little bit faster than a normal chicken would take to roast. And I think with actually superior results. So why do we do this? The main reason we do this is because with a normal bird like this, let me pull this off to the side, the normal chicken or turkey or pheasant or quail or duck, what you've got going on is you've got all sorts of different areas of thickness throughout the bird. As I'm sure you've all done before, you cook a chicken or a turkey, and the breast is perfectly cooked and nice and juicy still, but the thighs are still raw, and that's because of all this extra protein and meat down here on the back end of the bird that they don't have on the breast. So what spatchcock does is it's basically going to flatten out the entire bird into one big long sheet so that the thighs and the breast cook at the same rate because they're basically the same thickness. And you've got juicy breast and thigh plus nice crisp skin. So let's get right at it with the butchering technique. What I like to do for my chicken, whether I'm going to spatchcock it or I'm going to roast it whole or even sometimes break it down into individual pieces for individual roasting or stewing or whatever, is a technique called Frenching. And we're going to go through that right now. Basically, all Frenching is removing the skin and ligaments from the tail here and removing the wings in such a way that you have exposed bone, and it also allows the meat on the thighs to kind of push down forward so that you have a nice clean drumstick to hold on to. So the first thing I'm going to do, and we're going to do this whole thing with just a paring knife, just to show you that it doesn't take a lot of force to debone a chicken. It's really just about finding the grooves itself. So as you can see there, I just cut all the way around the thigh, and all the tendons have been cut, which is what you're looking for. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to hold it right here, and we're just going to take our thumb, spin it around, and spin it all the way around the leg. And maybe kick it right there. And done. So there we go. So as you can see how the bone is clean now, and that's going to basically just fold down like that. For the wings, what you want to do is take the bird, hold it up like this with the wing in your hand, take your knife, cut straight down to the bone, the humerus, okay? And then slide across until you hit the knuckle, okay? And put the knife down and just pop the knuckle off and cut the wing off. Now you've got a really nice chicken wing that we're gonna roast along with the chicken, or you could start saving these in the freezer for a party down the road. Again, cut down from the middle, from the side that's on the inside of the joint, in. And there we go. Now we have two really nice chicken wings, like I said, that we're going to put actually in the oven today with it. And we're ready to actually flatten the bird out now. So what you want to do is turn the bird upside down. And you can see right here is the spinal column of the bird. Just cut down in until you get to the wing joints and the thigh bone on both sides. Now, I kind of like to feel around a little bit for for the actual joint. And I found it just perfectly right there. There it is again right there. You can kind of see it going on. And we're just going to cut right through that joint again on this side. There we go. And down both sides here. So we've basically cut through. Still have ribs intact. The thigh bones are fully intact. And now we've got this nice piece of backbone that we can, that I like to basically wrap up, put in the freezer when I get about 5 or 6 of these. It's time to make chicken stock like we did many episodes ago. So the final step is to flatten this thing out completely. And the way you want to do that is you want to find the breastbone, which is right here on the top. Take your knife. I'm going to do it with just a paring knife, but you can do this with a French knife. And just give it a quick little tap with your hand like that. And that'll break that breastbone in two, as you can see right there. I went right down the center of it. And now, what you've got, as you can see, is a nice flat bird that is all the same, basically the same thickness all the way across. So what we're going to do now, I'm just going to quickly salt and pepper this, and then we're going to jump over to the stove. What I've got is a 400 degree or 200 degrees Celsius stove already preheated. I also have my handy dandy large cast iron pan in the oven itself getting nice and heated at the same time. So we're going to break off here real quick. We're going to come back over to the stove and we are going to get rolling on the actual cooking of this chicken. See you in a second. And we're back. So we've got the chicken right here. We've got our cast iron pan. It's been in the oven, preheated to 400 degrees or 200 Celsius. I've got a nice liberal coating of oil, maybe like about 2/3 of a cap full, or maybe about an ounce of oil, 30 grams. And that's nice and hot now too. If you're ever wondering about how hot your water is, or your oil is, just dip your finger in some water, and just give it a quick shake. There we go. We've got a little bit of sizzling action. We're going to take the bird, and I'm going to lift it, starting from the back, going away from you so that the oil doesn't splash up back on you. Gently put the chicken into the pan, skin side down. Stuff these 2 wings in here real quick. We're going to salt, since we already salted and peppered the skin, we're going to salt and pepper the flesh side real liberally. And now some pepper. Now we're going to keep it here on the burner for about 3 minutes. And then it's going to go into the oven for about 20. And that's when we're going to come back and we're going to give it a flip and put it back in the oven again for another 20 minutes. So when I see you back, that is when we will have had the bird out after the first 20-minute cook period. At this point, there's nothing else to do with this except, like I said, to put it in the oven. So that's what we're going to do. And here we go. Turn off the heat. I've got the heat on the top of the stove at like a 7 or 8, so like basically medium high. And yeah, here we go. That's it, and I'll see you back in 20. All right, so we're back. It's been 20 minutes, and time to bring the chicken out of the oven. And here we go. Okay, looks like we're right on schedule and on task here. We're gonna take the tongs, take the chicken by the bone here, give it a quick little flip. Oh, that looks real nice. these 2 wings over. All right. Looks like we are right exactly where we need to be. The skin is going to crisp up now real nice, creating a little bit of juice in the bottom of the pan. Real nice. So in the oven again for 20 more minutes, and then we should be done. So here we go. We'll see you back in 20. All right, so we're back. 20 minutes on after the flip. So we should be ready to go. Let's check it out. There we go. Oh yeah, that's exactly what we want. So there we go, a nice golden brown skin. We are going to let this rest for about 5 minutes to allow all the juices to kind of even themselves back out within the bird. Then we'll go ahead and cut it and take a look, and that is Spatchcock chicken. All right, so it's been about 5 minutes to allow the bird to rest real nice. As you can see, we've got a lovely golden brown chicken with nice crispy skin. It's fully cooked, 40 minutes total cooking time. We're just going to go ahead and peel off the leg here real fast. Put that on the plate like so. And as you can see, we'll do it right here. Fully cooked on the inside, still nice and super juicy. Outstanding. Exactly what we're looking for. And that's it. That's Spatchcock chicken. Like I said, really one of my favorite ways to cook chicken. Nice and fast, always good, even results. This is really a foolproof recipe for chicken. I've never had it go bad on me, not one single time. I absolutely recommend you give it a shot. So that's it for this episode. I'd like to thank you again for coming on this journey with me. As usual, you can find all the recipes as well as episode guides on my website, urbankitchenrevolution.com. Can also be found on Twitter at James Hudson UKR, as well as Facebook on Urban Kitchen Revolution. Looking forward to hearing from you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps out a whole lot. And until next time, keep on working at it, keep on living it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.